It's time for Talking Shit. Hi, everybody. My name is DeAndre. Welcome to another edition of Talking Shit. I'm your host. It's good to be here. The shutdown is over. Motherfuckers finally got a little bit of it together. They're going to close this shit up on Martin Luther King Day. Don't watch. They're talking about how they got a shortcut to the downfall of the bullshit of the trip off of this motherfucking crap-ass plan that I don't think is going to work. Anyway, Obamacare is up and running. Things are doing good. They got a couple of glitches on the computer. I wanted to talk a little bit about that real fast. JP, we was going to kill his motherfucking ass when we first put up our website. It took 100,000 years to get that shit organized. They're trying to talk shit about my president. It's this fucked up ass website. Healthcare is more important than a goddamn website. Crazy ass motherfuckers. Anyway, we got a special treat today. Not only am I in a good mood and it doesn't feel like I'm on my way to the doctor from my heart again on Monday. I just had a CT scan this morning, still disabled. I have my friend Steve here today, the front man from the great band Set on Right, and he is going to perform for us today. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Steve.
Inside my brain, but all I do is cry. This one love's like a clown, cause it's changing all the time. I see the changes inside my brain, but all I do is cry. Now going to shows, it was a different story. We were dominating pizza, we were making history. TSOL paid up the USC cameras, we're so fucking hard, man. No one could touch us and everyone was tripping out because they couldn't find Dale. He was just getting drunk, come on, you couldn't tell. That's when we were deep, that's when all the boys were there. We had Josh, we had Brett, we had Gunnar, even Stoney. I keep going and on and right down this fucking list, but happened to drop down and it was jumped in. Doesn't really matter cause it's just a legacy when we're remembering the days of how it always used to be. But love's like a cloud, cause it's changing all the time. See the changes inside my brain, but all I do is cry. Cause my love's like a cloud, cause it's changing all the time. I see the changes inside my brain, but all I do is cry. Cause all I do is cry. All I do is cry. Remember the days when we were growing up. We're so young and so bored and we were ready to destruct. But surfing and skating was our major priorities. Besides our high tops and our dirty blue jeans. Remember when we found that pool to skate? It was on Prospect and 14th up the hills just a little way. We tried so hard not to burn it out, but it seemed like we were there every single day. We were ditching school because we couldn't get enough, and we had bags of spray paint and talk room full of puffs. Not only for the present we considered to be down, who would surely pick us up and put a fight in the ground. Cause my love's like a cloud, cause it's changing all the time. I see the changes inside my brain, but all I do is cry. Cause my love's like a cloud, cause it's changing all the time. See the changes inside my brain and all I do is
What a great, great, great performance. Steve, what was the name of that song?
That song is called "Remember the Days."
Do you remember the days? I heard a lot in there, and it really reminded me of some of my old friends and stuff. Like, so you wrote that song?
Yeah, you know, it was inspired by Michael Jackson. You know, that one song where he's like the Egyptian. He's like, "Do you
Remember the time?" No, it wasn't. You don't know shit about that song. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about Michael Jackson. No, just kidding. So, you know, Steve, you write a lot of your own stuff, separate from the band that you're in, and this is obviously one of those tunes that you've soloed and done your own self, right? I mean, do you have any projects or a project or anything going on with just like a solo thing, or you're not doing that?
No, you know what usually happens is like I mean obviously I write music, and a lot of the music that I write usually kind of just gets lost in the way because a lot of it doesn't really get to the band. They don't really like it. People disagree. And the music I write's kind of cheesy sometimes too, and it's kind of like the girly, emotional side of being a poet or whatever you want to call it, a writer. So
I thought you were gonna say player. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So,
but I think your music is beautiful. I love it. I know Mugger likes it. He's on our Facebook page. You can. What's your address for your Facebook?
just my name, I guess.
Okay.
Steve Vargas.
Yeah.
Look for me. And
Yeah, just let's search Steve. He's got a great Facebook page, and he's really doing a lot of good stuff. What you're gonna do another one for us, right?
sure.
All right, here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Steve Vargas.
This old man once told me, said, "Son, you're headed for a downfall." He said, "You better think before you can never stand tall." I tried and I tried to comprehend what he was talking about, and I could not understand the words that were coming out of his mouth. So I went on my way down to that liquor store. Antonio already knew what I was here for. He said, "Hey man, you gotta slow down." Then I turned and looked at him with eyeballs of rejection. Of rejection. Of rejection. Of rejection. So I keep living my life and still I hear the sounds of death. They're creeping in my bedroom window or it's in my head. I choose to ignore these thoughts, but still they keep on pushing through. That's why I've chosen not to ever turn my will to you. Alright, so
Tell me about that song.
that song is called "The Demon in Me." Obviously we didn't get to the chorus part of it, but basically it was just a point in my life where it was just real dark, and everybody was telling me these things about my life and how if I didn't stop doing what I was doing, I was going to end up in jail again. And that's kind of like one of the influences that I used to write this song. And it just kind of came to me one day, and when I was writing the lyrics, everything just kind of started flowing together.
Say the chorus without singing it. What is the chorus?
The chorus obviously is still like so I keep living my life, and still I hear the sounds of death. They're creeping at my bedroom window, or it's just in my head. I choose to ignore these thoughts, but still they keep on pushing through. That's why I chose to never turn my will over to you. And I finally came face to face with that demon. He said, "Hello there, guess what? My name is Stephen." I turned to God again and said, "How could you let this be?" I was standing face to face with that demon. It was me. And you know, it's just basically, it was just a, you know, a rude awakening to know that all the things that were happening in my life and all the, you know, all these things were just basically self-created, and I couldn't really point the finger to anybody else anymore, even though I tried to all the time. But you know, I couldn't. It was just really, it was really clear that I was the arbiter of all of the fucking shit that was happening in my life, and you know, it makes for a good song. You know?
Yeah, that's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. I can't relate to any of that. This poor fool here. No, I'm just kidding. I totally get it. That's my story, you know. I also like the fact that, and we'll do this. Do you have one more that you can do, right? Or,
sure.
Yeah, one more. We got one last one. But one of the things I wanted to point out too is that when you sing, you really do try to have a personal experience with what you're singing, and that may not appeal to a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people sing about stuff or objects, and it seems like you're singing about innermost self, like you're actually singing about things that you've experienced.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say the same thing about those stuff. I mean, you got rappers singing about cars and chicks and money and all that stuff. I mean, it's just something I never really had. So
right.
My focuses were usually surfing, you know, getting twisted, and you know, and just basically living life the way I wanted to and pissing people off, and that was like fun to me.
Right.
You know, so whereas fun could be something, you know, completely different to somebody else, like you said. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then another thing I noticed about some of your music, like the one that you just did, there's always kind of like a turn or a wake up or a change in the actual message in the song, and then it turns into like something that you learned or something that you. Because what's the last part of that where he tells the old man is telling you something, and then you saw exactly what he was telling you, right?
Yeah. There's a part in the song where it says, "So I finally realized what that old man said.
Mm-hmm.
He said that one day, son, you will end up dead." And then that's like, you know, I mean, metaphorically speaking, the old man was everybody else, right?
Right.
You know, and you know, just hearing these things and like, you know, kind of by myself at night or whatever, you know, kind of pray to whatever God that, you know, I believe in at the time, or if, you know, whatever perception I had of whatever God is out there, if there is even a God, right?
Right.
You know, I would try to say these foxhole prayers like, you know, what should I do now? Like, why isn't things going my way? Like, how come, you know, and obviously the prayers were very, you know, very shallow prayers to just get my way once again. It would never happen. So
it's really weird too. One thing about prayer is we don't really actually know that the solution is really there, but if the motives or the honesty isn't there, then, you know, we live in the enchantment of this alleged prayer, and we don't realize, oh, wait a minute. Once I get up on my knees and I'm done praying, I'm still full of shit.
It's like a cry for help or something.
Right.
Boy, you cried wolf.
Yeah. I wound up getting eaten like a motherfucker. Listen, we have a great show. Speaking of eating, Time to Eat. It's on during the week, too. You ought to watch that on our YouTube channel. You can go to Dr. DeAndre 1. Steve's going to take us out. This is the end of the show. I appreciate you coming out, bro. Thanks a lot. Shake my hand. And
walk your stupid straight line. I'll tuck my shirt in. I'll pull my pants up. I'll get my hair cut and I still might get that 115 cause this is a song about hell. And I'm so strung out cause I'm way too spun. Cause I'm not having fun. Just lay here on my bunk, I'm doing nothing, and I stare all out at the ceiling, riding my bones away. I wanna go outside, wanna get some fresh air. Please no more locked doors, cause I fill my lungs just to try, cause this is a song about hell. And I'm so strung out. I'm not having for you.